Boxing. I'm here with Danny Hilton.
Hey,
Just fight here at the Sweet Science. So Dan, talk about your fight and talk about how you feel.
I feel good. I fought a kid. We didn't know anything about him. We thought he was Orthodox. He turned out being Southpaw. I found that out when we went out there. He was a little wild. We kind of figured that. Got a little overzealous, but and a little. I haven't fought in 3 years, so it was a little uncomfortable for a second. But second round, I got the finish, so I'm happy.
Now, like you said, you haven't fought in 3 years. I remember 3 years ago. You were fighting under a different promotional and different type of fighting, right? The MMA.
Yes.
So talk about that transition from MMA to boxing.
Well, so I've been doing MMA since 2008. I had my first amateur fight, and then I turned pro in 2012. And I always wanted to box, but I kind of fell into MMA by accident. I wanted to kickbox. We went to a place, and MMA was kind of not popular then, but it was just kind of how I fell into it. Anyway, I had the worst nerves ever when I would do MMA, and I hated it. And then it just grappling hurt my back and everything else. So I figured I'd transition to boxing and do what I really wanted to do in the first place, you know.
And how do you feel now? How do you feel from transitioning to MMA to boxing? Like when I ask that question, is how does your body feel, and how does your nerves feel, and how's the whole training camp? You know, 'cause it's all different.
Yeah, so I had no idea what to really expect. So now I know. I had a little bit of nerves, but like waking up and this whole week, no nerves, which was cool. I slept good last night. Once I got to the venue, I did a little bit. I have a lot of nerves when I go train. I go train at the Diaz training camp in India, and those guys are so tough there. I have like pretty much like fight nerves every time I go in there. So when I did this, it was pretty easy.
Oh, that's fight, man. I didn't know you fight with Joel, right?
Yeah, Joel and Antonio.
So you know about his ranch, right? Have you met with?
I haven't been to his ranch. No.
Okay.
I stay in my van in Joshua Tree, and then I camp out there, and then I go train there in the mornings.
All right, that's freaking awesome, man. You know, I love hearing stories like this. So talk about, you know, you live in your van and you just kind of taking this leap of faith.
So this story gets even crazier. So a couple years ago, when I first went to Joel's, when I was going to try boxing. I ended up getting a heart problem, and none of the doctors could figure it out. And so I bought a van at the time, and I was going to go train there and because I didn't want to find a place to live. It was too expensive. So anyway, then I had a heart problem, and I just bought this van, so I couldn't train for 2 years. Then I fixed my heart issue, or we figured it out, and so now I got the van, so now I'm just catching up for old time.
That's awesome, man. I love hearing stories like this, especially, you know, you're taking this leap of faith, and you live in your van, you know, you have this dream of, you know, probably becoming a world champion or even fighting a big stage, right?
Yeah. But my main goal is, obviously, that's a long-term goal, but my short-term goals is I just want to get better, more comfortable, especially now working with Joel and stuff. You know, he just tells me to not be so pretty and the stuff that I do, and they're kind of reframing everything that I thought I knew and thought was right, and they're just like, no, bro. And so they're teaching me the right way. So I just want to build up the right way, take smart fights, and then just get better as a boxer.
Well, awesome, Danny, man. I love that story. Now, what do you have to say to your supporters? You know, obviously in California, here in Arizona.
Man, it's been. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
It's been so crazy, dude. I mean, I'm from Prescott, Arizona. So between everyone from Prescott, Phoenix, I got people in Denver, because I used to train at Grudge Training Camp when I did MMA in Denver, and I got my Indio guys hitting me up. It's just been so much love and support. Like, sometimes I sit back and I'm just like, dude, you got the fucking coolest life. And so I'm just super happy and blessed.
Awesome, man. Now, do you have any sponsors you want to give us a shout out to?
Yes, I want to give a shout out to here in Scottsdale, Scottsdale Auto Upholstery, Vallejo Dental, Jordier Productions, and Alvarez Tire. And they've been with me for a long time. They've helped me. I couldn't have gone to India without them.
Well, Danny, man, it was a pleasure to see your fight, man. This is your 1-0. I'm part of this journey with you. I can't wait to get your second interview and your second pro day fight. And thank you for this interview, man.
Thank you.